How you guys doing out there? Facebook and YouTube. This is James. Let's have the conversation. Talk about pop culture, social world topics, so we can coexist in understanding and harmony for now and future generations. I want to talk about what every sportscaster and CNN has been talking about for the last 36 hours: the Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant death yesterday, along with seven other people on the helicopter. Now, the thing I want to get into is that this is a very tragic situation that has transpired. And the one thing I want to get into, this is very important because the way I'm looking at it is, I was just thinking the same thing too the last week, is that when we hear people pass away and die on the news, we always think into the fact that did we know that person personally, or whenever people die, we always think, did we know that person personally? And there was a episode in Star Trek Next Generation, and then the quote went, "How well did you know this person?" And because Commander Riker was talking to Commander Data, he said, "How well did you know this person?" And Data, I think, said, "Not that well." And I think Commander Riker said, "Then why does it affect you so much?" And the thing is, with death, it seems that the more we know the person, the deeper it affects us. And in my opinion, it shouldn't be the case. Whenever someone dies, we should be affected because that's a human being whose family is not going to see that person ever again on this side of eternity. And the reason why this is so important to me is because Kobe Bryant and his daughter died. His wife and three other daughters are not going to see them on this side of eternity ever again. And there are seven other people, to include the pilot, that lost their lives, where the family is never going to see those people again either. And not taking anything away from Kobe Bryant and his daughter, they were two people on the plane out of the nine. And I feel for the families of all the fallen. And my heart goes out to all of those families of the people who lost their lives, because no one was more important than the other one. Kobe Bryant was a great basketball player, and he was building a legacy outside of basketball. And it's not about all the money he made, it's not about all the accolades he got, the rings, MVPs, All-Star games. It's about him being a human being and him having done all these things and loved on his family first and foremost. Him being a human being, him just being a person who was trying to transpire past basketball. And I think that we as a people should look at not only him and his daughter, but the lives that are lost of the other passengers of the helicopter too. And I just think it's real tragic that this has happened. It's beyond tragic. It's heartbreaking. I linked it to the death of Michael Jackson, and we had others great who died in years past. Michael Jackson. We had Prince. We had Princess Diana died when I think I was a teenager, and I just think it's real tragic how this has transpired in a plane crash, because I got the message through Facebook Messenger from a friend of mine, and I said, "What? Kobe?" And I looked it up on Facebook in the news, and sure as day, it was all over the news. CNN, and when when CNN breaks from when they're talking about a sports guy, it's serious. It was on ESPN all day. It was on regular news all day. They interrupted the impeachment trial for this. And the thing, like the sportscasters are saying, whenever two sportscasters said, a Skip today and another one yesterday, I don't know his name. He said all the petty stuff that people fight about, it doesn't matter. Whenever we find death at our doorstep that touches our heart, those are things that actually hold a candle to life, because we're not promised tomorrow. We're sure not promised the end of the day. And just resonate on this, guys. I mean, for society, this is one that is affecting us all, because no matter if you had gripes with somebody, people liked Kobe Bryant. It doesn't matter where he's at on the list of all-time greats. He's a great basketball player. It doesn't matter where he's at on the list. It doesn't matter all that. He was a he was a man. He was a husband. He was a father. He was a friend. He was a husband, father, friend, and son first. Then he was everything else. We must not forget that he was a family man and he was a son, husband, and father first before all that other stuff. We must remember that there were 7 other people on that plane whose names we do not know, whose faces we do not know yet, except for the basketball coach, except for the baseball coach, who had families. We have to honor those people too. It's only fair that we look into respect to those when those names come out. Kobe Bryant was not the only one who died. We had 7 other people who died. We need to honor their legacy as well. Kobe Bryant died yesterday morning. And it's a shock. I got chills when I heard the news. Love you guys. Put your comments at the bottom of here. I also want to appreciate the one new subscriber that I got yesterday. Love you guys as always.